Hello, Mammoths, and congratulations on your special ceremony for Underclass Awards. This has been an unprecedented time for everyone here at Western Center Academy, and I want you to know how very proud we are of you and everything you accomplished this year. Through everything, you have remained focused and poised, and we are so very proud to have all of you as a part of our Mammoth family. Stay focused on following through on the things that you can control and continue to reach out to your friends and peers to help them if needed. We are all in this together, and I can't wait to see you all back on campus. Congratulations to the class of 2021 Honor Court: Angelica Ayala, Angelica Laboda, Austin Montgomery, Benjamin Uribe. Brooke Cronin, Byron Gonzalez, Caleb Teasley, Deja Sheffield. Eli Contreras, Evelyn Lorch, Francisco Garcia, Genesis Brillante, Elena Macias, Joshua Cordero, Kimberly Stauffer, Lauren Marin. Mehek Shazad, Rebecca Pizzitola, Sienna Shao, Tiffany Lamb.
George Bagdady, Engineering Design. This year I was able to offer a class designed around learning engineering principles and working hands-on with different tools to create student-led projects. George was an exemplary student in my class because he was always among the first few students to get started on their projects at the beginning of the period. Very often I would get the question, "Is the makerspace open?" and I would know that George had entered the room. He has one of the most respectable work ethics of any student that has crossed through my classroom, and I believe that he will go very far because of it. He is a bright student with great problem-solving ability, and for that, I'd like to present him with this award. Congratulations, George.
A haiku for the 9th grade English Student of the Year. Jameson Morrow, diligently writing essays, reading with insight.
The Honors World History Student of the Year is a young man who shows up to class every day, turns in every assignment, and has maintained one of the highest grades in the class all year long. He is soft-spoken and has a quiet demeanor in class, but in a small group he participates as much and as enthusiastically as anyone else. He is also exceedingly polite and showed extreme patience in teaching me how to pronounce his last name. It only took me 7 months. I also credit him with exposing me to a manga series entitled One Punch Man by nonchalantly leaving a new volume on his desk for my perusal on a daily basis. I am very proud to present the Honors World History Student of the Year Award to Skye Kultawanich.
The CAD Class Award goes to a student who exemplifies the term grit. This student consistently pushes themselves to become a better designer, is always looking for new strategies, and never gives up on themselves no matter the boundaries presented. And man, the boundaries presented this year have been pretty tough. However, I'm happy to say that no matter the problem faced, whether it was with a computer, printer, inventory, or anything else like this, the student always faced each challenge with a fresh and positive attitude. This student has grown tremendously throughout the year and has grown to be a crucial leader within our class. It is because of this that I'm happy to announce the CAD Class Award goes to Morgan Snell. Congratulations, Morgan.
In a world where students watch films for grades, where much of the work is done through Google Classroom, one student will rise to the top. From the school that brought you AP Physics and English 101, the Western Center Academy is pleased to announce Zain Shazad as our Film Study Student of the Year. He does his work on time with brilliant insight. He participates in class discussions with helpful ideas that further the conversation. Zain Shazad, Possibly rated PG-13, pretty good for somebody who is a little over 13. Also rated NQ-17 because I do not know why somebody who is not quite 17 makes some of his film references. Thank you, Zain from Mr. Brady.
Dedicated, hardworking, and sincere are three words that come to mind when I think of this student. No matter the challenge that is presented to this student, they always model the skills of a great mathematician, including analytical thinking, problem solving, and quantitative reasoning. If there was ever a topic that was not understood, this student made sure to take the time necessary to get help and grow as a learner. Finally, this student is an exemplary team member and friend both inside and outside of the classroom. His sincerity and generosity to those around him is contagious. With this, I am happy to announce the Geometry Class Award goes to Evan Decker. Congratulations, Evan.
Today I would like to recognize the dedication, intelligence, and inquisitive nature of an exceptional student. This student enthusiastically completed every project and assignment, reliably contributed to class discussions, and earned the highest score on many a chapter test. And though his natural ability to solve chemistry problems is admirable, it is his desire to delve deeper into the concepts covered in class, his determination to know the whys and hows of the world around him, that has earned him this award. Franco Doval has displayed characteristics of a true scientist. For his hard work, dedication, and eagerness to learn, I would like to recognize Franco as the 2020 Honors Chemistry Award recipient.
The student is extremely hardworking and dedicated. On top of that, she is kind and caring, a genuinely good person. She is so patient with others and doesn't hesitate to help her peers. Her grades are through the roof, and she just makes it look so easy. It is my honor to give this year's Biology Award to Sienna Hofstetter. Congratulations.
The AP Computer Science Principal's Class Award goes to a student who is self-motivated, pursues knowledge of the subject matter outside of class, and excels in time management. Throughout the year, this student was consistent in completing work, participating in class, and dedicated to gaining any knowledge of computer science possible. This student also continues to work on coding projects outside of class and applies his knowledge of computer science to real-world problems. His curiosity of and dedication to the subject is inspiring. It is for these reasons that I am delighted to award Jarrett Johansson with the AP Computer Science Principal's Class Award. Congratulations, Jarrett.
For this year's Photojournalism Award, I selected Ashley Webster as the recipient. Although this was only Ashley's first year in yearbook, she demonstrated the skill and dedication of a veteran staff member. My chief editors and I took notice of Ashley's artistic eye at the beginning of the year and made her a design editor. Ashley was the only sophomore to hold an editor position this year, but she proved herself through her hard work and dedication. Ashley came in over breaks to work on editing, and even though I had already selected her for this award before we began the shelter-in-place orders, she really stepped up by helping to complete the yearbook from home. I am looking forward to getting to work on future yearbooks with Ashley, and I'm excited to see what she will do. Congratulations, Ashley.
Samantha Estrada, Engineering Design. I'm sure that many of you know what kind of student Sam is. She is heavily invested in whatever she puts her efforts into, and because of that, many of her teachers have grown to appreciate and respect her as one of the most dedicated students on our campus. In my class, she went above and beyond to ensure that her project would be complete and sound amazing. She came in after school. She worked hard on learning the different physics and engineering topics behind her project to ensure that it worked flawlessly. It's a great sounding Bluetooth speaker, and she did awesome. I know that she will be able to succeed regardless of where she goes because she's always learning, she's always growing, and she's always trying her hardest throughout any challenge. Congratulations, Sam.
This year's Biotech Award goes to a student that made me stop and say, seriously, how? How were you able to understand so much information in such a fluid way? By far, his questions were always pointed, directed, and clear. He knew exactly what he needed to say, and he always excelled at explaining and understanding any topic. I always look for students who show incredible promise in their future, and honestly, he was the one that just stood out most clearly. He did an amazing job on every task, helped his group at every challenge, and made sure that he kept copious notes of any experiment, and genuinely acted as a scientist should, eager for new information with an eye for detail. It is for these reasons that Brandon was chosen to receive the class award for biotech. Congratulations. I hope I have the opportunity to have you in another class in the coming years.
Carter has been an outstanding math student over the past 2 years of geometry and algebra 2. He consistently has his work done and always stays focused and engaged in class, regularly earning great scores on his exams. However, even more than his academic aptitude, what stands out is his character. It has truly been a joy to observe Carter interacting with his peers. I can honestly say that in 15 years of teaching, I have never witnessed such positive, helpful interactions on a daily basis like I have with Carter. Carter is quick to offer help and patient in his explanations. Any student who has had the pleasure of working with Carter is no doubt better because of it. I am beyond proud to recognize Carter as the Algebra 2 with Advanced Trigonometry Student of the Year.
Lincoln Young, AP Physics 1. I had the opportunity to present this award to a sophomore this year because Lincoln Young is a kid that is bright beyond any standard. Lincoln has done extremely well in this college-level course, which is usually only offered to juniors and seniors, and I believe that he deserves some recognition for it. I would like to highlight the fact that Lincoln asks questions when he needs to. It does not sound like much, but it is important to recognize that Lincoln is always expanding his knowledge. In both of my classes, he has done great things. All I can ask is that he continues to try his hardest, even if the material is easy peasy for him. Congratulations, Lincoln.
This student is one of the rare few who consistently asks questions that make teachers pause and reply. I will get back to you on that one. This year in AP Chemistry, he has helped to foster a growth mindset among the entire class. He built upon his knowledge from honors chemistry, made new connections and pathways by asking difficult questions, making mistakes, and in the process, became a true scientist. Arnold Martinez has exemplified dedication and determination this year, which has allowed him to win awards with his science project and move on to the National Chemistry Olympiad, among many other awards and accolades. It is for all of these reasons that I chose Arnold as the recipient of the 2020 AP Chemistry Award.
One of the first things that O'Brien, to those who really appreciate him, said to me was, "I'm not used to getting into trouble." It was a bit of a rough way to begin our time together. But since then, O'Brien has been the exact opposite of trouble. Rather, he has been a pleasure and a joy. He was challenged in the AP classroom to read and think deeply. He did that. He was challenged to write carefully and forcefully. He did that too. O'Brien handled the challenge with a wink and a smile, and dare I say it, a sparkle. He never complained and never flinched. He was a quiet force for competence. His work as well as his attitude was outstanding in every way. He is both a gentleman and a scholar. I'm so very proud to have been his teacher. Congratulations, Christopher Huerta.
Rather than wait for a reveal, I have to say this right off the bat. Maddie, you impressed me the most this year. You came into AP Bio with a smile on your face, and every time you left, you continued to have a smile. No matter what the topic, no matter what the timeline, you were always ready for a challenge. You embodied the perfect AP Bio student, one that is hardworking, one that is willing to ask for help, one that's willing to spend time working through problems at lunch, and just being awesome on the day-to-day. You were there nearly daily during lunch, working on AP Bio, ready and willing to ask questions or help others. And when you didn't understand something the first time, you never had a problem in letting me know with a very direct, "What?" These are the attributes of a lifelong learner. These are the attributes of a true scientist. You're someone who wants more information, yet accepts when the information is incomplete and still needs to be worked out. For these reasons, you were the clear choice when it came to selecting the class award for AP Bio. Congratulations. I'm so proud of everything that you've done over the course of this year.
It is my absolute pleasure to recognize Marah Alley as the Leadership Student of the Year. Despite being only a sophomore, Marah took on an amazing amount of responsibility this year. Without prompting, she took the initiative to plan and organize our annual Battle of the Classes competition and pep rally. The event was well organized and executed because of her diligence and follow-through. Additionally, throughout the year, Marah has been a rock and extremely reliable. Anything I counted upon Marah to complete was always done and done well. Marah also worked tirelessly to organize and label our new ASB room. This has proven to be a benefit to all of her classmates and myself. I'm extremely grateful for all that Marah has done thus far in student leadership, and I'm very much looking forward to the next 2 years with her.
Psychology is a subject comprising of history, biology, education, and so much more. The vast information that is needed in order to understand this subject is remarkable, and it takes time and dedication in order to achieve. Annika Pena has been a student who has put in the time and effort from the very beginning. She has been engaging in class, a dynamic contributor during discussions, and a valuable asset in every other regard. I am honored to award Annika Pena the AP Psychology Award for the 2019-2020 school year.
I deliberated for quite some time for the award for the top pre-calculus student this year. There were a few students who excelled throughout the school year on nearly every test and quiz, leading me to question their decisions to take pre-calculus instead of AP calculus. Ultimately, my decision came down to the attitude with which the students conducted themselves as mathematicians. To succeed in mathematics, there needs to be more than a well-trained brain for computation. A successful mathematician must also have a desire to grow, as well as the willingness to persevere through struggles that will arise. Every student, at some point, will come to a topic or subject of mathematics that presents a challenge like never before, to which most people reply, "I give up. Math is hard." However, those who are successful say, "This is hard. I will get it." Genesis Briante is the kind of student who has pushed herself to excel through the challenges and to also seek out new ones.
Ryan Worthington had one of the highest grades in world religions, a course which had both juniors and seniors. Ryan is very intelligent, one of the hardest working students I've had the pleasure of teaching. He completes every assignment on time and puts his all into everything that he does. Additionally, Ryan is very kind, friendly, and positive, and helped create a great atmosphere in the classroom. I am very happy to give Ryan the Department Award in World Religions.
The Underclass Academic Decathlon Student of the Year Award goes to a young lady who put her heart and soul into academic decathlon. She wasted no time in the academic decathlon class, utilizing every spare minute we had to go over resource guides, review flashcards, or practice performance events. She would often come in to pick up any resources she could use during her spare time in her other classes, during lunch, or at home. In addition to her individual effort, she was selfless in her attention to the team as a whole, often helping others with their speeches, interviews, and subject tests. Despite her busy academic and extracurricular schedule, she was able to keep up with the rigors of academic decathlon, and she did it always with a smile. Thus, we are proud to present the Western Center Academy's first ever Underclass Academic Decathlon Student of the Year Award to Kieran Cornell.
Jason! Okay, that'll never get old. Or maybe it will. I'm not sure yet. But seriously, Jason, you're a superstar. Not too many kids can be as dedicated to a class as you are. You went far beyond any expectation that I could have had, and I'm so very impressed at your resolve. From designing your own IDE, yes, he designed his own IDE, to building other random projects that were fun for you to practice. You took the idea of coding and went way beyond. You never ceased to amaze me and always continued to one-up yourself. Genuinely, I wish I could have told you congratulations in person, but it was for these reasons that you deserved the APCSA Class Award for this year. Again, congratulations, Jason.
I am very pleased to give the Journalism Award to Bobby Bernhardt. Bobby served as the Assistant Editor-in-Chief of the Mammoth Tribune this year. She was selected for this role and this award not just for her talent for writing, but also for the dedication she showed to the newspaper overall. In addition to writing creative and interesting pieces for the newspaper, Bobby would edit other staff members' articles and help brainstorm ideas for each new issue. Bobby also frequently took on extra article assignments and always completed them with careful attention and skill. I always looked forward to reading Bobby's articles as she regularly found interesting and unique topics about which to write. Thank you for your contributions to the Mammoth Tribune this year, Bobby. Congratulations on your award. I am pleased to give Rebecca Pizzitola this year's AP Art History Award. I knew Becca was an excellent student from when I taught her in world history, so I already knew that I wanted her to take AP Art History. However, when she conferred with me on a project she decided to do on her own, where she painted Van Gogh's sunflowers on a pair of shoes and Munch's The Scream on another pair, I knew she needed to take AP Art History. This love of art and learning, paired with Becca's unwavering academic dedication, made her the perfect choice for the class and this award. When selecting a recipient for this award, I sometimes give it to a student who has shown great zeal for the subject over someone who simply has one of the highest grades. In this case, I am very pleased that Becca easily meets both criteria. She is incredibly passionate about art history and has consistently held one of the highest grades in the class. Becca helps make AP Art History a lot of fun, both inside and outside of the classroom, through things such as sending out art history memes and designing a custom t-shirt for our class, which has named themselves the Gator Gettys. It's a long story. In short, Becca is an amazingly talented, fun, responsible, devoted, and bright student who makes teaching a joy. I am proud of you and proud to give you the AP Art History Award. Congratulations, Becca. Gator Gettys forever.
I came into the school year with high hopes and expectations for the students that I would be privileged to work with, and I was even more amazed at the intelligence, work ethic, and drive of this year's group of juniors in AP Calculus AB. To stand out among this group, it takes someone whose talents extend beyond a natural gift for mathematics, demonstrating a desire to grow deeper in understanding while striving to always improve. This year, there is a student whose peers look to as an expert and a guide, and although never asked to take on the role of leader, becomes the focal point of any group looking to solve a challenging problem. This student might be mistaken as a perfectionist, but I believe simply strives for perfection in mathematics because to him there is no alternative. With calm composure and respectful humility, Joshua Cordero has led the AP Calculus AB classes in performance this entire year and has demonstrated the potential to move on to far greater things.
Caroline Lovett, what a charming student, quite dramatical, but appropriate, not always. How I've lived without you all these years, I'll never know. How creative too, also driven through and through. How choice, how rare, oh, what's the sound of the world out there? Those clapping noises pervading the air. That's us applauding Caroline, my dear, and who are we to deny it and hear? Caroline Lovett, Theater Student of the Year for the Underclass, to the tune of A Little Priest, sung by Sweeney Todd, to Mrs. Lovett.
I knew the Honors English 3 Student of the Year was someone special when, for his independent reading book assignment, he chose Karl Marx's Das Kapital, a 1,000-page tome analyzing capitalism. He read it, understood it, and was able to write coherently about it. In addition, he always came to class prepared, his comments about literature were always insightful, and he usually was the leader of small group discussions. Besides maintaining one of the highest grades in the class all year, his written analysis of fiction is worthy of graduate school. I am proud to present the Honors English 3 Student of the Year Award to Aiden Ferrara.
After 40 years of teaching advanced placement, English literature and composition, I've acquired a pretty good sense of what makes a truly wonderful student of literature. This year has been no exception. Although I have many, many great students for the 2019-2020 school year, it is Emma Mary Donahoe who comes quickly and joyfully to mind as my AP English Student of the Year. Although many an assignment begins with Mary proclaiming that she might not be doing something right, or even a comment about not being able to do the assignment at all. It's then when she contradicts those thoughts with outstanding ideas and perceptions. I do not know if she realizes that often her comments go off the charts, and through those precious ideas, it is then that I become the student and Mary becomes the teacher. Thoughtful, thorough, and perceptive are the words that come to mind when Mary has something to say or to write about in class. I have been truly blessed to have been Mary's teacher this year. Congratulations from Mr. Rossi.
This young man is caring, compassionate, and hardworking. His grade is phenomenal. It seems like whenever I glance over in his direction, he is always dancing. It definitely brings some fun into the classroom. I've thoroughly enjoyed all of our random conversations about delicious food. So really, it is my honor to present this year's AP Environmental Science Award to such a wonderful student. Congratulations, Eli Contreras.
And the Mammoth Award for 9th grade goes to Jake Ressler. The Mammoth Awards were chosen before the transition to distance learning. While in class, Jake impressed all of his teachers with his dedication to academics as well as a strength of character not common among students his age. He is one of the most diligent, compassionate, and kind students on campus. However, since the closure of the school campus, these exceptional qualities Jake possesses have become an inspiration for both his classmates and teachers. Not only does Jake complete all of the online assignments, he regularly emails his teachers, thanking them for their efforts during this challenging time. Jake has also demonstrated tremendous leadership amongst the freshman class this year. His guidance has brought them together and helped them to be more united as a grade level. Congratulations, Jake Ressler, our 9th grade Mammoth Award winner. And the Mammoth Award for 10th grade goes to Alexandra Casma. Alexandra has been a tremendous leader, not only in her grade level, but for the campus as a whole. As only a sophomore, she co-planned the Battle of the Classes Week and Pep Rally. She works tirelessly to promote a positive culture and campus events. She is also an exceptional academic student. She is extremely conscientious and balances a rigorous course load, including AP Biology. We are so incredibly thankful for everything Alexandra does for our campus, and we are very happy to announce that she is our 10th grade Mammoth Award winner. Although this award was selected prior to the campus closure, Byron had been one of the few students to remain connected and has still been sending out the weekly kindness missions to students throughout the school. He reaches out beyond his friend group, showing his true abilities as a leader. Byron is one of the hardest working students in every area and subject. No matter how difficult his classes are or how many extracurricular activities he is involved in, he gives his all and pushes himself to do everything he can to improve himself and the community. He is passionate about education and his desire to help others. He not only embodies the spirit of the Mammoth Award through his dedication to academics, but also through his commitment to make Western Center Academy a bastion of positivity and support. It is my pleasure to award Byron Gonzalez our Mammoth Award for 11th grade.